Have you ever wondered what 365 days does look like in Call of Dragons? Guess what? We have finally done it. I'm going to give you guys a full, whole 1 year account overview, give you guys a little bit of insider, as well as you can see the progress for basically a very low spend of free-to-play player, what you could be expecting in a year or better depending on your activity. Hello, smash a like, comment and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons videos of me, MrSneakyy. And yes, we're on the main account, and if we go to the store and we look at the VIP, we will see we're at 366. So I was a day late, I do apologise everyone, but this is showcasing what 1 year basically can achieve, right? And this is obviously, as a disclaimer now, always up to debate on your activity. It could be as well as your alliance as well. For me and myself, as you guys know, I am a content creator. We do spend as much time as we can trying to unlock stuff for your guys' benefit, right? So we do try and get all the heroes at least to 5111 for all of them, you know, so we can use them and showcase their skills so you don't have to, right? So you could obviously get better investments in certain heroes, but we're going to go through all of that, right? So we've hit 365 days, and then we go through, we're nearly 35 million power. This will most likely ding in the next day or two when we hit our research, which is nice and easy. And the reason we've been able to get so much power, and when you break it down, is your building and your tech. This is where a lump sum of your power comes. And then my Legion power is at 8.6 million with a hero power of almost 3, which is at 2.9 million. You can see as well the amount of battle statistics. All my battles generally, apart from this season, is all in-game PvP. We don't really Eligard duel. We didn't really do any sort of, you know, cheesing for merits. Every sort of fight we've done, units killed, everything in that regard, we have done through just the PvP available at the times, right? So we've got, as you can see, a nice amount of victories, a nice amount of kills, as well as the smallest amount of deaths ever, which is nice. And then one thing a lot of people probably want to look at is down here, right? And you can see I've not really gathered that many gems, honestly. I've not gathered that many gems. The only gems I've had to gather is literally if I'm missing 20 or 30 gems from an event, then I'll quickly go and farm it. And like I've just kind of done it earlier today, funny enough. When it comes to the gems, we just quickly got 40 gems, and that's kind of all I do every so often, just get those gems. But it allowed me, as you can see, to have my account where it is. So my tech, if we go into the tech for my account, everything in eco prior, as you can imagine, is maxed out, and we are finishing off the eco tech tree. We're just making sure it's all maxed out. We can't do anything else, which means we need to get them at 10 out of 10 and 8 out of 10 on all of these respective ones, and then it allows us to keep pushing through until you can see we're maxed out and we can't do anything further. Once we've got all of this maxed out, I will be pushing my buildings, but military tech, this is probably the one what a lot of you guys were probably waiting to see. My military tech is coming on really nicely, I'm not going to lie. I finished all the big ones here apart from the defense one, which we're going to trigger at the end of the season. But when you look at all my troops, honestly, instead of doing what I've done, a lot of players could have easily had T5 by now. I'm just going to say, you could have easily had T5 by now if I didn't go for all of these nice, you know, spread stats and maybe go as high as I need to. I could have easily prioritized what I needed and got at least one T5 unlocked by now. But I'm one of those guys that kind of does like to try and get everything unlocked as much as I can. So I'm basically like almost a T5 player without being one. So those are my tech at the moment. Obviously we can upgrade these later down the line. But your heroes, this is probably what a lot of people are going to wonder. And I'm just going to show you, look, I've had the ability to be able to get 5111 heroes, right? We've been able to get these 511 heroes all the way through, and all the gold key commanders, as you can see, in stuff like the Valen, and then we look at like Nika. We've had these heroes, and Bakshi, which was kind of newer to the account at the time, but all these other long-standing heroes we've had for our account, we've actually hit quite a lot, right? So you can see the gold heroes you're gonna get, guys. Just don't worry, over time you're gonna get it. That's what this game's all about. It's a time investment. It's not about a sprint, you know, it's about a marathon. How long can you play this game and basically persevere through it? When we look at my artifacts are pretty much in a similar boat. We've got quite a lot of artifacts, and recently we just got Kingslayer, which was really cool for us. And you can see we've got so many different artifacts to choose from. We've obviously maxed out our Shadow Blades. It's one of the highest level artifacts we've got, and the way we've been able to do stuff like that is through the seasons. We've been able to get, for example, this unlocked rune, and for this season it's not good, it's going to be the Dragon Rift, but for the season where it's been the Shadow Blades, we've been able to get it. If you're worried for like spending wise, all we've done literally is get these monthly packs, which we just refreshed. We've got the monthlies, and then occasionally we might get a daily every so often, but that is, you know, very briefly. We've been working on the Canara for our account, and I can kind of show that in a moment. But like I said, these are all the artifacts. We've got pretty much everything. If you look down below, we've got so much to use to even level up these artifacts, so we're never in any stress on that. Resource wise, we're kind of lacking a little bit, just because right now in the game is Great Heights. So the Great Heights is on. I've been just slowly building up my power just to hit the 1 million. So I've been needing to use some of the speed ups and resources really quickly just to finish off those events really nicely for myself. But if we go back in, you can see we've got a nice amount. You can have way more, again, depending on what you've been doing. Same with the speed ups. We've got kind of plenty of training speed ups to use. I've just been using everything else. That's why I'm kind of lacking now on the bottom, because we finished off two of the biggest upgrades, which cost me nearly 40 days worth of speed ups. I could have waited, but we used both of them. When we go down here, we've got all the troop legions, and if you're probably wondering what I've been doing for all this time, I'm saving these for when I unlock T5. So when I unlock T5, I can instantly start trading a bunch of T4 into T5 and start a nice army pretty much straight away. As you can imagine, we have been farming merits. That's the reason why we're at 1.57 million, nearly 1.6 million. And what we're going to be able to do is pretty simple, you know, keep farming these different elixirs on our account, right? So we've been able to farm these elixirs. These elixirs have been able to help us obviously go through and get some extra bits. I've used a few of them just to quickly go into the, you know, alliance store and buy certain bits. A few of really powerful skills did appear, so we're going to start doing these again because it's a brand new week. So this is the new task again, trying to farm all these back up. We've got plenty of stockage up and we can easily get that back, right? So if we look at the last little bit, which I'm going to showcase, is the legions. And if we look at the legions, I've got nearly 2.2 million troops. We've got plenty, you know, of nearly 500k coming up to on the archers, but then we've got everything else above 400k, even the flying units above 400k. So you can see you're going to get troops, guys, and the longer you play with, when you get your T4, you're going to get troops, so it gets better. You know, the routes of war might be rough, but the more you play, the more troops you get, guess what? The easier things become, and that's all this game kind of wants to do. It wants to reward the players that play more actively and obviously do more in the game, right? So what we're going to do just to finish things off, I do have a little surprise for the end of the video. I'm going to pop these keys. I'm going to get one more so we can pop 40 keys in one go. I'm not going to pop all 200 keys, and the reason why is I've been saving these keys and for the hope that there's going to be a dwarven faction in the game. And if that is the case, normally, as a little heads up for you guys, a new faction in Rise of Kingdoms always brought a new epic hero or legendary, and it put them in their gold chest. So you're going to be able to potentially, in a brand new account, start as a dwarven faction, and then obviously get the ability to summon them through this means. So we'll see how it goes. But we've got 4 keys we're going to use, so that's 4 openings at times 10. So hopefully I actually get some Sneakers and some Valens for the account. Let's spin. We're hitting epic, it's fine. We can just recycle all of these because we've got all the epics already maxed out, so we can scrap this for obviously additional keys or gold stars. Let's do another 10. We hit another set of epics. Not the greatest way to end the video, but you know what? Not everyone can be lucky. But we still got 2 more goes, you know? 1 more to go. Not happy with it so far. More epics. We're getting a load of Alistairs, which is kind of funny if he was a cavalryman. But here we go. Last 10. And there we go. Finally a legendary hero. And we've got some Garwood heads. And you know what? We'll just take it because we haven't got any love to the Garwoods. Mr. Grootster, we haven't got him going. So you can see, you know, he's 5242. He's slowly going up at his own time. And this is kind of what I wanted to showcase now, just what my plans is in the future. Because my Kanara can obviously progress. We can level her up. But I'm holding out for the next season. Because I'm going to try and get her 5511, allowing me so when I'm at level 10, I can then invest my sculptures and actually fix the hero and get all the points into that second skill. So nice little tip there. But I don't know if you can see it. It is a little bit hidden because of the overlay. But we are on 160 total sculptures that we've been saving. We can go down here and I can showcase that 90 plus 70 equals 160. So you can see we can actually invest into any hero in the future, and at the moment I can put 90 sculptures into any generational 2 or lower hero, because obviously the way these work with the different types of heroes, right? So really cool little aspect. So that's been 1 year. We've got 21 of these. We're saving these for a little special video for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy that when it comes out. But with all that said, that is 365 days in Call of Dragons. I've had basically 1 season off, as you guys might have known if you're a long-term watcher. You guys know that I did the free-to-play series, which did kind of cut me out over a whole season of not playing this account properly. I only logged in for the daily, VIPs, but we didn't really do much on the other end. But with all that, you can imagine you could be around easy 30 to 40 million power easily within the first year, and even potentially even higher unlocking T5 troops like certain other players in the server, which I do want to kind of like put some, emphasis on, because there's a player which we've already done, a interview with, who is on our server, which is Captain Snowball. And Captain Snowball is one of the strongest free-to-play players in the game, right? We've done a few different interviews with free-to-play players, and Captain Snowball, if I can find him in the top areas, because he's going to be in here somewhere, but he's even, I've got an easier way, but he is a complete free-to-play player, and because he's a complete free-to-play player, you can see, look, he's 42.1 million power. He's got more than me. So if you put in the effort over the time and actually put in that dedication, look, you could be really close to tier 5 units within the year of playing the game. And that's within the playing seasons 1, 2, and potentially 3 of your first character when you first ever launched your game for the first time. So I hope you've enjoyed it. That's my account, 365 days. Nice little account review there. Hope you've enjoyed it, and hope that gives you guys some nice expectations where, guess what, you don't have to be super active. You can, be just a regular player, and if you're regularly playing at least every day, even if it's for a couple of hours, completing all the dailies and just doing some of the events and helping your alliance every so often, you will honestly grow quicker than you think. So, if you've enjoyed it, guess what? Smash a like, comment, and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons videos with me, MrSneakyy, and I'm an official Call of Dragons content creator. And like I say, 365 days, we did a 1 year whole channel review. That happened on the 27th, but this is the 1 year on the actual main account when you can see the 365. So, with all that said, stay safe, stay sneaky, peace out.